What's going on, you guys? This is my third vlog here today, and I wanted to discuss a little bit about personal leadership and the job skills that you kind of require outside of your coursework and extracurriculars to really develop your resume and the leadership skills that are necessary for success long term. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about a story from my own life and how that can better reflect upon you and your success going forward. Entering my senior year of college, job hunting for full-time work post-graduation has become one of my biggest priorities. And with it, I've had to build the skills necessary to present myself as a qualified employee. Interpersonal skills, communication, accountability, results-driven, and leadership. The lack of these skills is a challenge for many people, not just students, as responsibility for others can be daunting and definitely difficult to get exposure to if you don't know where to look. However, the trick is that you don't have to look hard at all. In fact, leadership isn't simply tied to holding a position within an organization. In my eyes, it all revolves around how you carry yourself and the example you set for others. Hopefully, I can provide some advice I've learned throughout my past 3 years at college and even before then that can help you improve your leadership skills and become a valuable resource for those you care about. To provide some background, it's taken me a long time to step into a leadership role myself. Growing up, I was no introvert by any means, but I always shied away from responsibility, avoiding student government, club leadership, and being a mentor to my younger siblings, which, looking back on now, is one of my biggest failures in life. However, over the past few years at SDSU, I've challenged myself to step outside my comfort zone and lead by example, taking on smaller roles and eventually becoming president of a consulting club on campus, as well as president of my fraternity chapter. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it took a lot of effort and learning in order to step into the position I'm in today. The first step in this process was reevaluating the way I looked at people, finally coming to understand that my image and reputation matter. Not in a self-serving, conceited way, but rather in terms of respect and how I wanted people to see and treat me. In order to be treated with respect, compassion, and dignity myself, that was the same treatment I needed to give to others on a daily basis. As the saying goes, treat others the way you want to be treated. It applied in kindergarten, and it still applies today. To me, this is the key foundation of effective leadership. Not your qualifications, popularity, or ambition, but rather your treatment of others and how you maintain your relationships and values throughout life. The best leaders are able to inspire others, and in my experience, the best results come from how your subordinates and friends have interacted with you, and if they can buy into your vision. One example that I wanted to apply is kind of more on the side of the fraternity president angle. For me, I've wanted to focus on my term being really relying upon my interpersonal relationships and the fact that all my subordinates can look to me as their friend and comrade rather than their boss. So when it comes to establishing mission statements and other large-scale goals for our organization, the buy-in for them was relatively easy because they're not just helping out their boss, they're helping out their friend. If you'd like to hear a good example on how this process works, please take a listen to a really quick Simon Sinek TED Talk that's also very helpful. And it's titled How Great Leaders Inspire Action. It talks a little bit about the difference between the why and the how of a mission statement and how that leads to success and inspiring others. I heard it for the first time in a high school leadership class and haven't been able to get it out of my head since. So now how do you do this? In my opinion, it's relatively straightforward. In your everyday life, act as you would want to inspire your friends to be. Step up, take accountability, make moral decisions, utilize empathy and compassion, and treat those around you with respect. Do these things, and trust me, those in your circle will take notice. Not through extravagant acts of service or charity, but rather by taking the time, even when it's inconvenient, to listen, give others a platform to grow, and set a good example on how to behave as a responsible adult. One key book that I've actually read that's very helpful in this area is How to Win Friends and Influence People. It talks a little bit about different styles of communication and those that reflect the best on overall success. But yeah, I hope this is helpful. Please take a look for my next blog that'll be coming out shortly. Bye-bye.